about this joke. It's enough to knock, knock.
Yo, I swear. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is episode of the Bell and Bell podcast. Yeah, we got caught us.
We gotta keep them on the toes.
Yeah, I see. Like, really on my toes. This is episode 7, Elimination Chamber 2026. As we watch along of Elimination Chamber. See, it came on when we record the day before, but we were at doing some other festivities that we won't really speak about here on camera.
We can without shouting them out if you want to do that.
No, we don't really have to.
Okay.
We don't have to, because we enjoy the originality without using samples on this side of the territory here. But because of that, we're now going to sit here and have the time with fresh takes, with two people who were legit avoided social media all day today as best as possible. Only focused on the fact that they were coming to record, and whatever opinions we have are going to be up until this point of Elimination Chamber 2026. But as I'm talking, you should know me already. DJ Mainstream, the voice of the voiceless, Pat Pending, and I'll never do this podcast alone. Good sir, go ahead.
Jack of all trades himself, self-published author, podcaster, writer, producer, artist, Black Out the Rubber. What's good?
And it is a great episode here about the podcast because we are now getting to a point where we're in WrestleMania season.
Yeah.
And we're now locking into, like, on the AEW side, we can talk about that. We can throw in as much as we can. But right now, I do want to focus on what WWE is doing because
Absolutely.
Elimination Chamber was originally not supposed to be as big as a pay-per-view it is today. If you know the history of the Elimination Chamber, it originally started as a part of No Way Out back in 2002.
Yeah.
We're now giving it its own show, which is a big evolution to what it used to be as just a prop, a part of a PLE. But it's a career maker. Think of the people that's run the Elimination Chamber. Think of the people who was in it as we're watching Kiana James' entrance.
Yes, sir.
So I think this has become a very pivotal PLE. And I'm so glad that we're now getting a chance to do a podcast that now is centered around this PLE. So
yeah, definitely.
We're starting with the Women's Chamber. We're going to do our post-show afterwards. But yeah, well, let's start with the fact that we have Kiana James coming out. Already in the ring is Alexa Bliss, Rhea Ripley, Raquel Rodriguez, and Asuka.
Yep.
I think we're missing one more woman that's coming out.
Wait. Was that 4 or 5?
That's 5.
So, Io.
Huh? Oh, and Io Sky.
Yeah.
Who's your pick for this?
As much as I love Kiana James, I don't see her winning this. Maybe in a year or two if she continues with this consistency.
Yes, I agree.
I think I'm just happy that she's even in it. If I had to be honest, unfortunately, off the heels of SmackDown with Rhea and Io losing the titles, I could see him giving it back to we back into the same swing of things, making Rhea in belt contention.
I can see that. Honestly,
between her and Io.
Honestly, after seeing them, we sat and did a live stream on Twitch.
Yes, we did.
Of Friday Night SmackDown. We were genuinely surprised.
Yes.
Of the switch between the tag team champions Riho and the now called the Irresistible Forces of Nia Jax and
Lash
Legends. I did not see that coming. But now, I guess it opens up the whole idea that now Rhea is free to now do as she pleases, quote unquote, slide her right back into the world title contention. It makes sense. It's Royal Rumble. I mean, it's WrestleMania season.
I also do. Yeah.
But here's my thing. Let's say we're right. Rhea Ripley wins. What do you do with Io Sky?
She still has unsolved issues with Kabuki Warriors. Listen, it is what it is. Let that shit run its course. If you're tired of it, we gotta find a way. There's only 2 options in that shit, and I'm not throwing up Vanity Project. 2 options. You let it run its course and you kill it because it's dead. Or oh shit, I forgot about Tiffany Stratton.
Oh yeah, Tiffany Stratton. Yes.
Okay.
It was Tiffany Stratton.
Or you find a way to put more fire up under it. Give it something new.
Okay.
Add a different person into the mix, or add something that's going to fuel more fire into it. Like I've always said, you have Kairi Sane being the flunky between the two out of her and Asuka. Have it be a situation where Carrie starts, bossing up, stands up to Asuka, but still in between of should I really go or do I leave and go with Io? All I know is that you're not gonna keep disrespecting me like that.
Right, like I earn her, like to earn her respect back.
Yes, and then like I said, you could still have that situated to where Rhea can come into Io and it's like, yo, what are you doing with Carrie? Like, what if this is all just a ploy just to get your head turned upside down, and then they fuck you over, and then that pulls me into it and it gets me fucked up. So keep your distance. I understand that she may be turning a leaf, but until we see actual facts, yeah, keep that shit. And then Io's trying to comfort her. You can let that shit play out for at least a PLE or two.
Oh, shit, put Kairi Sane in a ladder match? Yeah. Why not? The rest of the card goes CM Punk versus Finn Balor.
CM. Unfortunately. I feel like they have a storyline that they want to execute with CM at WrestleMania.
Yeah. And there's something already written, and this Finn Balor detour is just giving Finn his flowers.
But this is the perfect opportunity, because if you guys have been keeping up to date, they've been really stressed with the low ticket sales as far as WrestleMania is concerned.
Yes.
And a lot of those cards are not determined yet, and we're already in March.
Yo, Joe Tessitore said it last night. I watched the pre-show before we went to the event last night. Mm-hmm. We are 7 weeks away from WrestleMania, bro. 7. And the only thing we got solidified is CM Punk versus Roman. Sorry. The only thing we have solidified is CM Punk versus Roman Reigns, and that's it. Now, mind you, yes, we're going to have the women's... we also have Liv Morgan versus Stephanie Vancouver for the Women's World Championship. We'll have the Women's World WWE Championship decided after this. And then we'll have the Men's WWE Championship after this as well. But you start wondering... what other title matches make sense? What other... I feel like there was so much more going on in past years in WrestleManias than it is this year. That nothing is not... It's not solidified enough. There's not enough shit getting thrown against the wall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we're getting to a point now. It's like... we shouldn't have Carmelo Hayes talking about out loud, mind you, about the fact that he wishes he had storylines. Nigga, you're the title holder. You should be storylines. People should be fighting for your title.
Absolutely. But see, unfortunately, they've been relying on that open challenge shit, which has been bangers.
Yeah, let's admit.
That's probably one of the most consistent good things about SmackDown. But once again, yes, a title holder without a storyline, it's like, what the fuck is the point?
We're wasting time.
Right.
We're wasting time here.
And can I just say, I love to see two sides of the same coin in the same ring. I've always said Tiffany Stratton and Kiana James are the exact same wrestler if one decided to go to business with her. So I love to see them in the ring starting the whole thing off. But yeah, we definitely need something of a storyline with that. We need to see the Raw Tag Team Championships being defended. We need to see Dom defend his Intercontinental Championship.
I think there was, what was that rumor I heard that was going around the Intercontinental Championship? Yeah, there was something that I read recently, I don't know if it was today or the day before, that there was an idea, oh no, I'm sorry, that was the U.S. Championship. No, Dom's supposed to be defending the AAA Championship against Vikingo. That's in 2 weeks. But yeah, there's nothing fleshed out about the IC title yet, right?
Yeah, they listen, I don't mind Dom going off into AAA. I think that's a smart move.
Yeah.
He is Spanish.
And cross branding works.
Yeah. All that.
He is a Mysterio.
But if you're gonna do that, give up the IC championship or make him into a real superstar where he's defending those championships back to back. On some Lola Vice shit. Like, I'm wrestling here one night, I'm wrestling in SmackDown the next night, Raw the next night.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, I would like the fact that, listen, if we're not going to do it with the U.S. title, then do it for the Intercontinental Championship. Hang that bitch on high up and do a ladder match. That solves so much, and I know it's such a cop-out, because it is a cop-out. It's a cop-out. But it fills the hole that's necessary of what it needs for someone to defend the title and hold that title in a prestige, especially on the WrestleMania level. Flesh out are you thinking what I'm thinking?
It depends what you're about to ask me.
Can you flesh out the entire Because I will figure maybe 6 superstars all off of Raw. So Dom is the champion. What would be 5 superstars you put in that match?
Dom is a champion, and this is a championship ladder match for 6 people.
Yeah.
So I need to find 5 people.
Yeah.
5 people for a ladder match. Dom.
It's crazy because now you got to really think about the Raw roster, which
I got one person, but I need to leave. I'm gonna say him last because it's gonna really shake it up because that was the storyline I was thinking while you was talking.
All right,
4 people. Randomly, people that we know that are just gonna have no opportunity at all to actually fucking win.
Wow.
Unfortunately, that's usually what.
Oh!
Damn!
Damn!
What the fuck is happening?
Damn! Yo, why Keanu came for
What did I miss?
neck,
What did I miss?
Oh! Is that Friday night business? Yo, they brought the business over.
Damn. Okay. So, running it back. Talking about the Raw roster. The mid cards. I would take. Like I said, I'm all for shaking things up. And in my world, if I'm running things, I want everybody to feel. I want everybody to touch the ball. Actually, we was just talking about this before we started rolling. Everybody gets to tap the bottle. If you don't know what tapping the bottle is, then that means you're not part of black culture, and I'm not going to explain it to you, so you guys can appropriate it later.
It's Black History Month every month.
If you know, you know. Everybody's going to tap the bottle. So,
talk about it.
I think the first time they would ever be in, well, one of them would ever be in the ladder match. Ivar.
Oh, I like that pick.
I want Ivar.
I like that pick.
I
like that pick.
I want Ivar. I want Otis.
Okay.
I want people you don't actually expect all the time. I want to see different people get shot. Who else do we got? I want to see.
Can I throw someone in there?
Who?
That I think we may agree on.
Who?
Dragon Lee.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
Not mad at all. You're gonna need some high flyers.
You're gonna need a luchador to jump off some shit. Yeah. Now that'll be like what, one more now?
Okay. No. Because that's one.
Ivar, Otis, Dom, Dragon Lee. Oh, we need 2 more.
So I got you. Penta.
Oh!
Penta.
Who should win?
No. Not the way I want it. I love Penta.
Who you thinking, then?
Austin Theory. Finally, he gets this chance to shine. On top of that, this gives more attention to the vision properly. Because what do I always say? A good faction has to retain and absorb all belts.
Wow.
Let him actually run, because between now is Paul Heyman, Logan Paul, and Austin Theory.
Who's lost their vision?
Who the fuck is going to be the leader out of those 2?
True.
Paul Heyman can talk, but he's not a wrestler. He's just a manager.
True.
Nobody's going to respect Logan Paul because everybody's still thinking he's a content creator. Austin Theory is the only acceptable answer at this moment in time.
Okay.
Let it be known that Austin Theory is stepping up to the challenge. I'm going to assume the leadership role until we start to figure some shit out. Braun Breaker comes back. Bronson Reed comes back. I've been leading the charge. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you niggas get the tag team championships now.
I see what you're going with that.
Now you're gonna start making moves. When Seth comes back, it's like, I know you got beef with him, but that means you got beef with me now because this is my shit.
Exactly. I get you. Okay, I see where you're going with it.
I try, man.
I see what you're going with it. So I like that. So Intercontinental Championship 6-way ladder match, but Austin Theory wins it. I like that.
Finally. Sorry. Yeah. We know you're a Vince guy, so.
I mean, I'm not mad at that. Honestly, what I'm putting together a WrestleMania now. Reports came out recently.
Yeah.
That WWE held a entire company-wide, unheard of, a company-wide meeting, asking everybody and their mama, who would you want to do? Who would you like to see at WrestleMania? How would you put a WrestleMania card together? Unheard of. I feel like when we're in that level of era of creativity,
of desperation, let's talk about it.
True, but there's a lot of times where I feel weird even doing this, ladies and gentlemen. But there are times where you have to give credit where credit's due. This shit is not easy.
It's not.
It ain't easy. And in that regard, I think all of us like your favorite Super Bowl cheat sheet that you do at the office and trying to see if you can win that box score that you take the money home. We're all trying to put together our own WrestleMania cards at home. Let's be honest here. Every week we're now tuned in, which is what they wanted. That's the brainwashing bullshit WWE will do to you. They'll make sure you get watching because now you want to guess, well, who's going to come back, who's going to be there, because that's the only reason why we're sitting here watching Elimination Chamber. Let's be honest. Who's going to fight Jade Cargill, right? Who's going to handle the Jade Cargill load of carrying a match? Because that's what the talk is going to be anyway at the end of the day between any one of these women in the match. Same thing goes with the men's match. Who makes sense fighting against Drew McIntyre when he has beef with everybody? God damn. Tiffy running out of time. And it's still the weekend. It gets to a point. Legit. Sorry, WWE, but it gets to a point. What are you going to do here? So, honestly, this is... I feel like we're talking about Elimination Chamber in 2026 being one of the most pivotal fucking PLEs in WWE's calendar's history in the Triple H era. Because whatever happens at the end of this night, honestly, will write a certain course. I don't want to hear the new era shit. It's going to write a course of what they're going to do at WrestleMania from here going forward. Be honest with you.
So damn, you're gonna have Raquel as being the last one out?
I don't mind that.
Big sexy. Putting on for it. Yeah, I like it. But yeah, also what they do with this whole thing too, with this brainwashing, enough publications and broadcasts and media are going to start putting out their own cards, and they're going to take those ideas for free. Some of those ideas will flesh out.
Me sex so good, not really one.
But now,
for free.
One thing I can slightly disagree with you on. One thing I'll slightly disagree with you on is
crazy.
This shit ain't easy.
Nah, not at all.
But it can be.
But exactly. If you have it. Okay.
We by ourselves did the drafts by ourselves. I didn't poly. I didn't talk with anybody.
Nope.
I didn't hit leak up. I didn't do none of that shit. You did the same thing. On our own, we looked at the roster. We said who decides who needs to do what, who needs more burn, who needs less attention. We did all of that. We looked at factions. We looked at all that shit.
Compared notes. We actually looked at the roster.
Yes.
What fit, how it will not affect the NXT and Evolve rosters after we draft he or she. Like
we made sure that whoever we pick is not going to intersect with other picks that we choose.
Right.
It's going to convolute and get confusing. It's not easy. However, it's not as hard as people may think either.
Oh.
I think what happens is there's too many chefs in the kitchen.
Man.
And then you got the sous chef with his agenda that is always a new era, but it's the same shit. It's the same shit.
Same recycled bullshit, man.
As a kid, I think ignorance is bliss. When you're a kid,
Alexa.
When I was a kid, I used to watch these things. And like hope and pray that, oh my goodness, I hope that Stone Cold really wins this. Not knowing the interworkings and how things are supposed to play out. As an adult now, I can watch literally the same match without even knowing the storyline, and I can tell you who's going to win. Just based off of the popularity, just based off of what's going on in the climate.
Facts.
And it's not fun anymore.
No. Honestly, it's gotten now to the point where, tell me if I'm wrong, it's not fun, but now the fun you get out of it is analyzing the shit when we do shit like this.
Oh yeah.
Are we doing Twitch streams, or are we having conversations with other wrestling fans?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Like, that's the sad part, because you want to enjoy it as a fan first, not as the critic. You want to enjoy it as the little kid who's still at 9, 10, 11, 12 years old. Thought Undertaker was really fucking dead when he came down to the ring. You still want to get that feeling from some of the people you watch. But now you're so... It almost feels like the politics is being shoved down your throat a lot of times. Damn, that's fucked up. But it gets shoved down to your throat to the point where it's like, damn, I know exactly what's going to happen because this person's having contract issues or, it all gets convoluted after a while. Yeah. As Alexa Bliss gets eliminated after getting the mist in her face by Asuka.
Shout outs to Kiana. She got that pin. Good for her.
And Kiana got the pin. That's big.
I like what you said, though. You got to enjoy it as a fan.
That's the hard part, man.
Not as a judge. Not as somebody who you want the beast to be for.
Yeah, way too.
You didn't catch that.
Way too predictable. What?
What I just said.
What'd you say?
You'll see it in post. But anyway, moving on. We'll go to another controversial take that I've been brewing for some time now, and I've had some time to really sit and think about it. Off the top of your head, where would you put in your top, let's just say 50, give you a lot of clear room.
Okay.
In your top 50, where would you put Triple H?
Shit. I couldn't give him a number, but I would say at least in my top 20.
In your top 20? Alright.
I couldn't give him a number.
My controversial take that I've been letting marinate for some time now.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins is a better wrestler than Triple H.
Oh my God.
And even further than that, Triple H knows it. It's not just me saying it. Triple H is also saying it in his head. Now, hold on. I'm dicing right now. Let me cook.
Honestly, I'll let him cook because I'm gonna add seasoning to it. Go ahead.
Now, when we going back to the Ace Bradley interview, one of the things I mentioned was 48 laws of power, which is the first law. You're never supposed to go above the master.
Right.
What if Triple H was applying those methods to Seth Rollins? What if Seth Rollins? Because if you look at Seth Rollins' interview that he had with Shannon Sharp, he explains it was Triple H's idea to break up the Shield. Now, look at how the Shield was broken up. It was Seth Rollins to pull the trigger on Roman Reigns.
Right.
Out of the three, it was a no-brainer why it had to be Seth. Because at that time, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, this is where you start to chime in because you were more knowledgeable, you was there. Seth had to be the guy. They was forcing Roman on us. He wasn't the man yet. He was still the big dog, but he wasn't fucking with that shit. Am I right?
Right, because that was Vince's golden boy. You gotta make him look strong.
Right, and then we know that Dean Ambrose was too much of a rebel to control.
Right.
He could not be a company man.
No.
Seth is more malleable.
Oh, fucking hey.
Fuck. So that's why Seth had to be the guy. But now Triple H, knowing 48 laws of power, and I'm sure he does, most of the big wigs up there know if they don't apply them on a regular basis. You can't go against the master, and if you do, you're setting yourself up to be in a position where you're going to be scrutinized a lot. If you don't believe me, look at what happened between Drake and Lil Wayne. Wow.
Raquel Rodriguez just eliminated Kiana James and Asuka at the same damn time.
What the fuck? Hey, she looks gorgeous with that shit too. I'm just saying. But yes. So now, what if he knew that he was gonna put Seth in a sink or swim position?
Right.
But that also leads to the other law of power. Law of power number 7. Don't do as much, but take credit for everything. Sink or swim. If Seth sinks, then he's underneath me anyway.
Right.
No big deal.
Right.
Maybe the thought that I had, I could have been wrong. Now, if he does become something and he's underneath my thumb, which is what happened because that whole betrayal was because Steph now became the company guy with Steph and Triple H.
Right.
But now I get to take credit for that. This still solidifies my position to be as important as I want to be to the industry. And the reason why I say all of this is because if you take out Seth Rollins when he came into NXT, when he came into Raw with the Shield,
right.
If you take out Seth Rollins, how much of that landscape is different?
Drastic. Like he's legit the architect for a reason.
Okay.
Him winning the NXT championship kind of sparked what build to what NXT, in my opinion, I'll just add there, like I said, I'm going to add seasoning here. Seth Rollins' blueprint of being the indie guy who was not as big but was athletic, but was driven by the need of wanting wrestling, brought in the Kevin Owens, the Sami Zayns, the Adrian Nevilles, the other indie the Johnny Gargano. They all saw that from Seth Rollins because that wasn't Seth Rollins. That was Tyler Black from Ring of Honor days, from PWG, so on and so forth. But yeah, go ahead.
Okay, glad that you said that. How different does the how different does the landscape change if you take Triple H out the mix? It wasn't just me saying this, and I'm paraphrasing from Becky.
I wouldn't say it wouldn't be as drastic because, and this is a controversial take I'll add to it, you inserted any other male wrestler that fit Vince's quota in storylines at that time, and they would have still had the same career as Triple H.
This is what I'm saying. Now, this is something that I argue with Leak, shout out to Leak, on a regular basis. Seth was never that guy. Maybe right. Seth has always been that guy to make sure that the storyline stays on track. He's always been the guy to make sure that the guy is always looking good. At no point in time was he ever just some mid-card guy, unless you're talking about when he first came out. And even then, we saw a superstar trajectory. Take that same comparison to Triple H. When was there ever a moment in time where we really saw him as the guy? Shawn Michaels single-handedly ushered in the Attitude Era when he came out in just underwear. Right after that, we saw Stone Cold take this shit all the way the fuck over. Right after that, we saw The Rock take this shit over. It's because we stream on Friday nights because of him.
Yeah, pretty much.
After that, John Cena took this shit over and been running with it ever since. And some can argue, if this motherfucker was sober, Jeff Hardy would have had that shit.
That's a fact.
So once again, at what point was Triple H ever the guy?
Yeah.
Seth Rollins is a better wrestler in my opinion. If I had to put him in the top 20, I'm not sure yet off the top of my head, but I know that I think he has at least maybe 6 or 7 positions above Triple H for me.
Honestly, and I said I was gonna, as far as that seasoning goes, I feel like after, because I rewatched it after we mentioned it, and I know I don't know if at this time of recording, the video I dropped on Instagram earlier today that referenced the Club Shay Shay, the Shannon Sharp, Seth Rollins interview. And I rewatched it again. I watched it first when I was on vacation, but the second time I watched it again was earlier today. And it's like, if you was going to tell me who's going to be the next company man, I don't mean like just someone who's like the player coach. No, it'd be Seth Rollins all the way. Like, everything down to how he runs his school. Like perfect example. At this recording, it's already happened that the Masked Man was exposed to be some indie wrestler.
Yeah.
It wasn't just some indie wrestler. It was a wrestler who was trained by Seth Rollins at his Black and Brave Academy. So you trust him enough to have someone to be a part of this big storyline who can be able to not be a part of the sports world because he knows his shit on the NFL level. He knows his shit. But also can play between certain places in the entertainment industry. If it was for me, if Seth loves it as much, I'm positioning Seth Rollins to be Triple H. What you're doing for, I'm seeing it where there's a world where Triple H is now going to be phased out to the pasture, maybe sooner rather than later, and Seth becomes that person, that player coach, because I feel how much him and Becky loves wrestling. Mm-hmm. And I'm just not us saying that. So, we'll see.
Even going back to the interview, when you were talking about, when Seth was talking about trying to find his finishing move after Vince vetoed the stomp. Stomp. And he was like, I want to do the pedigree.
Yeah, that was...
Even going back to that, he was like, if I go to Vince will let me do it out of spite.
Right.
But, what if Triple H also was like, yeah, go ahead, take my move. Because that's only going to prop me up and make me bigger, that you're going to be trying to take something and try to be like me, but you can't be me. No, he can be better. That's the point.
Wow. It's a tape.
I don't know. I'm always open to be wrong, but then again, it's my opinion. I'm open to hear everybody else's. I'd love to hear yours in the comments, but yeah, in the short time I've seen Seth Rollins to when I grew up my entire childhood watching Triple H, that was crazy. I can honestly say I see Seth being better. He's a 2-time Grand Slam champion. He's the first ever NXT champion. There's certain credentials that he has that.
There it is.
Wow, just like that.
Rhea's going to WrestleMania, folks.
Told you.
Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill.
Wish I put that on my couchie.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think you would have had a better storyline if you had Raquel do it.
Huh? Yeah. Yeah. Rhea's beating Jade. That's my prediction. Rhea is beating Jade at WrestleMania.
Only way I would see Jade retain is if we know for a verified fact that Bianca's on her way back, if not already before then.
Nah. She just posted recently that she's rehabbing her finger.
Yeah.
So now it's
Damn.
But now that's moving Rhea off of Raw over to SmackDown if she wins. Which is gonna be an interesting change.
Now, between now and WrestleMania, maybe not Bianca because we know she's still trying to get better. I think Naomi should be on her way back.
That's a possibility. Naomi could screw her over at WrestleMania.
There we go. But but see, that's the thing. You don't need Rhea to be in that match. I would prefer to see Raquel.
No.
Yes.
I don't think they're ready to put her in that position yet.
Big Sexy, why not?
Because they have Rhea Ripley.
Man,
This is Triple H, man. He's gonna go where the money for. And Raquel Rodriguez wasn't in the advertising for WrestleMania. Rhea was.
Yeah, but that's before they realized that their ticket sales look like some Groupon shit right now.
Yeah, well now
You gotta call audibles when you need to. Stop trying to go along with the course of action just because you're stubborn and you don't like to hear other reasons.
there's a friend of mine that said it on Twitter recently, and I'm hearkened to say the comment, but this man said that he agreed that Triple H has a China-like obsession with Rhea Ripley.
I saw that, and I agree. But
Take that for what y'all will.
I mean, I guess. But I mean, is Raquel not a big dominating force? What? Because she's not white?
Rhea's not white.
She's whitish.
You know what?
Closer to white than fucking Raquel. We're splitting hairs at this point, but they're both domineering women. It's not like we're talking about somebody Alexa Bliss size. Raquel and Rhea Ripley are two sides of the same coin. They're both some big powerhouses. So, and then once again, like I always say, shake things up, make it different. I think the internet world community, that's the IWC, right? That's what it stands for.
Yeah.
I think we would absolutely be on board and support Triple H a lot more if we saw him taking better chances.
Honestly,
If we saw the effort,
Yeah,
like
that's
listen,
exactly what
we're
it
gonna
is.
we're gonna shake things up. We're gonna put Ivar in championship mode. Fuck it. See, and then actually make a cohesive storyline that makes fucking sense. Don't just do it one Monday, but actually put storyline behind it. Look, we're gonna put a battery in your back just like we did Jey Uso. We're gonna shake things up.
Yeah.
If it don't work, we're gonna be like, you know what? I can honestly say at least they're giving some effort. They're trying. They're shuffling some things around. We're getting some new people. We're reintroducing the draft. We're doing all these different things to try to, you know, yeah. We're not gonna keep pushing the same injury-prone old ass people all the fucking time.
Old niggas.
I think if you did that, even if it don't work, we're gonna give you props anyway for trying. But when you keep giving us the same shit, and then you're still trying to give us the same shit when you can clearly see the numbers are saying otherwise.
Facts. It ain't working.
Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. To some degree. Yes, you guys beat out UFC, but let's not forget that some of that money is because of Vince McMahon paying WWE back.
Right.
At least 12 million of that.
Listen, like Roman Reigns said on a promo not too long ago. You know, you can't keep giving missionary. You gotta switch it up sometime. You know what I'm saying?
No, apparently that's not.
Switch it up.
Apparently that's not in Triple H's repertoire, and that's why they're in the position that they're in.
I'm gonna say fast forward a little bit.
Oh, fast forward. Got you.
Yeah. But yeah. In the further down the card, of course you got the AJ Lee, which is about to watch now. The AJ Lee versus Becky. Who do you have winning this? There you go.
I feel like it has to be AJ Lee. What reason is there? What other reason is there to bring it back?
The fucking sign said Becky Lynch is the greatest Intercontinental champion ever. It's not just people saying, Michael Jordan saying it too.
That's what's up. I mean, shout outs to AJ Lee because you, and especially Lee, shout outs to him again, you guys know better than I. You guys were there. AJ Lee is a top tier wrestler. So for her to come back and to be and to work the mid card, I respect that.
They're making that title feel real main eventish.
Yeah, because she could have easily been in heavyweight championship mode.
If they told that story, yeah, I can see it.
If they told the story. But once again, the guy that you keep saying is not the guy is the reason why we have AJ Lee to begin with right now at this point.
Listen. What can you do, man? We're in a world now that WWE is going to heavily rely on certain people to carry the brand, and none of them are going to be the new stars that we wish it's going to be. As much as also a part of my WrestleMania prediction was going to be, Oba is going to be the person that challenges Brock Lesnar. I feel like it's going to be Oba versus Brock at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
If it's going to be Oba versus Brock, you can clip this. I don't think Oba wins. I feel like Brock wins because they're going to rely heavily on what brought them to the dance. It's stupid. Oba should go over, and that's how you build a story.
It is white wrestling entertainment. I've been saying this for weeks now. Until Oba gets Vitiligo, that nigga's not beating Brock. I'm sorry. I don't see it. I would love for it in my heart of hearts. Coming off the heels of Black History Month, and I'm black. I celebrate Black History all year. I would love to see Oba win because he's a breath of fresh air. He's extremely athletic. He knows how to talk on the mic without Paul Heyman, Brock. And he has no cases. It's a sure win. It's beautiful. But yeah. Honestly, even better than Brock, what I think I would really more so want to see, Brock beat Gunther. Somebody got to start beating his ass. Like really beating his ass.
I wouldn't mind seeing a Brock Gunther match.
Because y'all be bigging him up like.
I wouldn't mind that. Give me, man, just put all of them in the fucking match. Do Oba versus Gunther versus Brock.
All you niggas who are Gunther fans,
y'all have nothing else to do.
I can tell y'all niggas were the same niggas that used to come through with mad quarters at the arcades. Playing those arcade games with only 2 buttons. Yeah.
You know what? Okay. That has nothing to do with it.
If you're too young to understand, ask your siblings, ask your parents.
It has nothing to do with that. Gunther match, like Say Park said, you know exactly what you were getting with the Gunther match.
Who wants that?
I don't mind it.
Once again, this goes back to the same old.
I enjoy a good Gunther match.
Fuck out of here.
Chop the shit out of somebody. Powerbomb the hell out of. Put them through the fucking ring, bro.
Name me one thing.
Fight back from.
Name me one thing that is extremely repetitive, that is annoying as fuck, that you see all the time on AEW that you wish that they would stop.
Super kicks.
Really?
Everybody does it now. But I feel like if it's done like the Young Bucks, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But certain superstars do a roundhouse kick. There's other forms of kicks. Like even that's why I love the Rascals. They do a super kick, but there's usually the assistant one. Like they get tossed around into a super kick. Like give me a variation. Like
alright.
There's more than chocolate and vanilla out there. There's more than chocolate and vanilla.
I don't mind being wrong. There's
what if pecan chocolate deluxe? What we doing here?
Okay, fair. How many is that the only thing, or is that the biggest thing?
I mean, that'll be for the most part. That'll be the one thing that sticks out of my head right now. Yeah, because it's recycled. But go ahead.
That's my point.
Okay.
AEW, you can say that they're the number 2, all that, but at least they're fresh. At least they're original. They try shit.
True.
They're very different. They're very diverse. Maybe not so much with the card, because I do see a lot. It's kind of
repetitive.
All elite whites or whatever, but I still see the creativity there. So I give them I give them credit where it's due.
This nigga comes up with a new acronym every episode.
Listen, man.
I swear to y'all. Listen. Every episode he comes up with a new acronym.
This is all first verse, all off the top. I'll be here all night, y'all.
All elite whites. Okay, continue.
But
Yo,
it's just repetitive and it's just boring. That's all.
right, I get you. We mix it up.
Now, listen, if I ever see a Gunther match coming
Ooh.
up where I actually see Gunther applying different moves, shuts me right the fuck up. And if he continues that and starts adding more moves, kind of like the same way where John Cena was listening,
Oh,
that's a crazy move. Kind of like the same way John Cena was listening to the crowd where they were saying that he can't wrestle.
Okay, AJ.
Not bad. But yeah.
Well, she was a submissionist during the time.
Yeah. I mean, her special move is a submission.
Becky got the cheeks out today.
I was not going to say that, but I was thinking it.
Yo, Becky got the
Trying to
cheeks
be
out.
respectful.
Yo,
Don't disrespect Seth, but I mean, listen. There's Becky two cheeks right there.
Yo. Because what else can you say, man? Yo.
I didn't want to even say it. I'm trying to just talk about Gunther, but fuck it, we here now.
Oh, well, shit. Becky got as much as Gunther's matches to you out right now, so.
That's crazy.
Oh, man. I had to do that one. I had that one in the chamber. Had that one in the chamber. Bobby, huh?
Well,
Oh. I can't.
yeah.
Well, I feel like the tail end of this leading up to WrestleMania it's been a fail, man, and it sucks to see because there's a lot of superstars that belong somewhere on this card. I feel like, matter of fact, that was my question going to be to you.
What's up?
What do they do with Carmelo Hayes and the U.S. Championship? What would be your thought process? There's rumors going around about they're doing the same ladder match idea that we just had, but it's going to be for the U.S. title. But,
Okay.
let's say that's not the idea we go with. What would be your dream scenario with the U.S. Championship?
You can do actually because it's Carmelo. You can do a couple of things off the top of my head. Honestly, he has never asked me this in any chat or in person before. All off the top of the head. First thing you can do, actually create a real rivalry between him and Ilya. What started out as friendship is now bloodlust.
Okay.
It's like, nah, fuck all this shit. I don't know how you want to orchestrate it, have it be to where Carmelo maybe tries to come out and tries to save Ilya. Maybe he's getting jumped,
Okay.
and while he's trying to get jumped, the person he's trying to attack ducks, and now he hits Ilya, and now they're going back and forth. Very easy to create. Boom.
Okay.
Finally, give us the heel turn that we've all been waiting for. Have Sami Zayn be on straight bullshit like, nah, it's time for me to go
Yo.
after mines. He now looks at Carmelo Hayes as the rightful target. You're gonna be my first sacrifice. You're gonna see what this game is. You can have that.
Okay. I like that one.
Melo don't miss. Let's see how good your accuracy. Let's see how good your aim is when the odds are stacked against you. Solo Sikoa is back in the picture now. He wants his US championship back. You got the MFTs right behind him. Now, if you want to, with a storyline, now you can, in this particular storyline,
Yeah.
you got Ilya having his back.
Okay. I get what you mean.
Yo, now you got Carmelo, in this particular instance, going to Sammy. You going against Solo and those guys numerous times. How do I go about this?
Yeah, give his advice.
Sami Zayn maybe reluctantly doesn't want to get involved because he's trying to move past that. But then you see him getting jumped at the end of the show, and out of nowhere, the pop comes, Sami Zayn comes. Now you got at least 3-on-5.
Yeah.
So now who else can you run and grab? I don't know. Let's shake shit up. Street Profits make they triumphant return.
Oh.
Start beating ass. Now they
Like
want
that.
help out, do their little 1-2 thing.
I like
But then they're gonna be
that.
like, and they're gonna make it very well known. Like, yo, we gonna come through, we gonna help you because we see what you're doing. But now we on our own shit now. After that, get their tag team titles. Once they do that, have their own storyline. You can do that. What else could you do with Carmelo?
Honestly, I feel like there's so much that can be done.
Yeah.
But I hope they don't overthink it and miss the opportunity of giving him a chance to walk out the WrestleMania stage. That's my core thing about this whole situation. This unnecessary uncertainty in the mid-card on both sides make no sense. You can easily flesh out a main event with the guys. You have enough stars on both Raw and SmackDown to figure out the main event. That should be honestly last. What are we going to do with the Women's Tag Team Championships now that they changed hands? What are we doing with the Women's U.S. Championship? What are we doing with the Women's Intercontinental Championship? It's like, there should be too many what-ifs and not enough, oh, this is how we're building. And that's where right now my frustration with not even just WWE, with both companies at a lot of times, but right now the focus is WWE. That's my frustration. There's not enough steam sizzling from whichever you're trying to cook. We don't even smell nothing. We smell water fucking boiling. Where's the food, my nigga? I'm hungry.
But you know what? To kind of not even play devil's advocate, but just to have a better sense of understanding with what you're saying. Mm-hmm. All those what ifs is a perfect reason as to why they could not and would not do a draft. We don't know what to do with the fucking wrestlers we have. You want us to draft 6 new people? What the fuck are we supposed to do? And their color? The fuck, nigga?
There was a report.
We have enough mid-tier.
There was a report floating around recently that the idea of doing the draft has now become second nature because they feel like it's much easier to just pluck them from NXT like they did a la Trick Williams, a la not Ilya Dragunov, sorry. But Trick Williams was the idea that basically they become, Obafemi, where they become free agents. They scour both shows, they show up, do live events here and there, and then they sign officially.
That's stupid.
I mean, listen, if you're trying to drive WWE as a sports product, I get it. I just like the draft better.
If you're trying to move them and market them as a sports company, you would need the draft. On top of that, it also gives wrestlers a day, or it gives them time to rest.
What are we doing this year? Mm-hmm.
It gives them time to rest.
True.
Because you're gonna have it on Raw and you're gonna have it on SmackDown or whatever the case may be. So you're not gonna have as many matches.
Also true.
And then it creates a demand. It creates anticipation. What is it? November 7th. You know, we're gonna have the 2026 WWE draft. So you know, just like how we did, what was it, in 2023 when it was doing the 2024s?
Yeah.
Everybody was sitting down. Everybody was like watching the TV to see people get called up. It was the wrestlers watching this shit. It wasn't just us saying this.
No, I'm dead.
But that was it's such a good moment to have, because you get to see the camaraderie. You get to see people genuinely happy to see people get called up.
Yep.
All of that type of stuff. You need that. I don't see why you would not have that, especially now you're on ESPN. It makes perfect fucking sense.
Honestly, yeah, it does. Especially because of that.
If you want to, shit, you can have the storyline right there. You can have it set up. We can have some shit that we never seen before. We can have it set up to where, let's say Nick Aldis drafts such and such. Mm-hmm. The person, you know, comes out, whatever, and he like marks a big ass X in the contract. And it's like, nah, Adam Pearce gave me an offer that I couldn't refuse. Boom. That type of underhanded shit, we might have a SmackDown versus Raw resurface.
That's a good start for a storyline.
With the new draft picks as the leaders.
That's a good start to storylines right there.
Listen, man, this is all first verse.
Perfect start to storylines right there. Makes sense.
What was the point of her getting hit if she's going to be able to count right after? Usually.
Oh!
All right.
That's why, my nigga. That's why. She's going to catch this boot. Damn.
She is smacking ass.
She's smacking. Damn.
Well, go get that chair, AJ.
I'm dead. But what I will say is that we've gotten to a point now where I honestly kind of. Oh damn! Did she land on the ref too?
Yes, she did. Yeah, even worse.
Bro, the ref is.
Yeah,
ref is getting the worst.
Don't they get like don't they get something per bump?
I don't know, bro, but pay that girl extra. Give her the night off tomorrow.
Nigga, because if that's the case, I'm gonna sound like Dee Dee from that show. Hit me. If you know, you know. What was the name of that show?
Yo, you gotta make me dig in the archives.
Fuck.
But
my brother and me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If you know, you know.
Sheesh. Yeah, honestly, I just don't like how that, as much as we're trying to like be funny and be real about WWE situation, it's weird, man. I feel like in past years there's more hype, and I don't feel the hype this year for WrestleMania at all.
At all, no.
I don't feel no
Why
hype.
would you? Because it's the same shit we always keep seeing.
It sucks.
We haven't even finished. Obviously, we haven't finished Elimination Chamber yet. But I can guarantee you, CM Punk is winning that fucking match.
Well, yeah.
If you were to shake it up and actually have Finn win, fucks up everything, and this goes against. And Paul Pierce. Adam Pierce was warning CM Punk, like, you're gonna fuck up the WrestleMania, and he actually
does it.
What does the next Monday night look like now that he has to answer to Adam? What does it look like now Finn has to go face Roman? All of that shit is completely different. It's completely new.
And then you have to do your precious little triple threat you have to do so you have to protect your little money back.
If you want to do that, what does this look like for Judgment Day? You know how I feel about my Judgment Day.
I know. Judgment Day.
Listen, there is still meat there. Pause. For that storyline. If you do it right, you can still extract a good storyline out of that.
Yeah.
Both on the men and women's side, because I think there's still a good storyline where we see a coming of age for JD. Because we still haven't seen much of him, really.
No.
I mean, he's been a tag team champion and all that, cool. But we can actually see a run where JD starts to get on his own bullshit.
That would be nice, because I fuck with JD when he does it.
Yeah, JD's dope.
Shout out to all the fans of Jordan Devlin.
I don't think she kicked out, but okay.
Me either, but you know.
Fuck it, let's go with it. Let's let it ride.
Fuck it, we ball. Definitely a fucking we ball. Yeah. But
how is she wrestling with that hot ass shit?
I do not know. But as we move along, the men's elimination chamber match. LA Knight, Trick Williams, Logan Paul, who else is in there? Cody Rhodes. Damn, who am I missing?
Randy Orton
and Javon Evans. Who do you have winning?
In a perfect world,
yeah.
I would like to see Javon and Trick. They're the leaders of the new school.
Okay.
It would be nice for them to start acting like Randy Orton is a fucking champion and legacy wrestler and stop trying to make this nigga a jobber.
Would be nice.
Like, the fuck?
Oh shit, she went into the turnbuckle.
But okay, like I said, AJ wins it. Honestly, it's the same shit, just kind of different. Fuck it. Let's really shake some shit up. Make Logan Paul win.
Someone else said that online too.
You get good storyline out of that. You get something out. We need something to make Vision substantial.
Yeah.
We've had too many injuries, too many bullshit reveals.
Yeah.
That Masked Man reveal, even knowing, connecting the dot that he's a part of Seth's school was so lackluster. Shouts to Haven Rain. She was on her IG a couple of weeks ago. She was like, "Who do you guys think is the Masked Man?" I was like, "Yo, at this point, the storyline is so fucking bad. I'll take Iguana." Everybody started laughing. Everybody started laughing. Fast forward to Friday night, we got that lackluster reveal, and now Iguana doesn't sound so fucking bad now, does he? You can make that shit work.
You can't make that shit work, okay.
I mean, at this point, it's just like, if it wasn't for the longevity and legacy that WWE has, we'd be looking at a very overpriced, very expensive TNA.
Yeesh. What a take.
The fuck?
What a take.
Thank goodness we have good wrestlers and we have good people. We have good jobbers. We have the R-Truths. We have Chelsea Greens. We have Randy Ortons. We have certain people that are elder statesmen and elder stateswomen, whatever the case may be, that can be the locker room leaders, you know, that Biz likes to keep saying. The people that know how to keep the ball rolling, know how to keep people motivated, that know how to just be whatever the company needs them to be for that particular time. And then you still have those bright-eyed, bushy-tailed people that will still come into this looking at this like, yo, I was watching this as a kid and now I'm here.
Yeah,
you have the Lyra Valkyrias. You have the Javon Evans. You have these people that really are passionate about this and want to just give it their all. So much so that Randy Orton got to pull niggas aside like, yo, stop giving everything to every single match. Javon Evans. Listen, but that just speaks to how passionate they really are.
I give you.
Speaking of the devil, our truth is here with Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis.
And even Papa John's.
Damn, pizza does look good right now, but I'm trying to be on a diet.
Yo, I can't stand R-Truth, bro.
Shout out to R-Truth, man.
R-Truth, man.
Once again, elder statesmen, whatever you need them to be. So are they gonna finally open up this crate so we can see what the fuck is it?
Yes, they're playing this evening.
Whatever. Alright.
But if I can get a quick time check from the producer.
Oh, we got like another what?
Well,
hour and 20 minutes, right?
On this,
good?
no.
Hour and 20 minutes.
No, not one.
Yeah. Hour and 20.
No, not on this. So, as we start to close up here on the podcast, I would say that I told these gentlemen that, we're gonna. No, I want to see all that. Nah, run that all the way back.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I want to see all that. Yeah, right there. As we start closing up here, I told these gentlemen that we're gonna work on something for Women's History Month. I know we did announce DJ Sarah. She was actually originally the guest for this evening's episode, but that'll be at a later date.
Yeah.
But in my journey, I've met with a lot of different people through my DJing days, my WVMR days, a lot more specifically my WVMR days. And it's always cool when you find out who become wrestling fans. Suddenly on my Instagram popped up is a good friend of mine who happens to be one of the most talented edibles chefs in New York City.
Oh, that's where that came from.
So
I know.
So, ladies and gentlemen, coming on a soon's episode of Bell to Bell Podcast will be Get Big Silly.
Yeah.
She will be here.
Okay.
And she'll be bringing a tray of edibles.
Hey!
To try live on the episode.
We need sound effects. Y'all get on that.
So, this is gonna be a dope episode coming soon. I get to chop it up with her, and she said that she wants to bring some ideas to the Bell to Bell Podcast. So, can't wait to see what she says.
Everybody want a piece of the Bell Boys.
I mean, I'm just saying, listen, this is how we operate here, and we love to work with you. So, let this man take it off with his social media, and we'll close up.
Oh yeah, BLK Out the Rebel is my IG. On there, you can see the link tree, which is going to give you a link to my website. For my author page, it's also going to give you a link to my Even, which is where you can purchase my album, What the Heart Wants. Where also, if you're an artist or you're a wrestler and you need an entrance, that's where you can see my instrumentals. I'm going to be dropping a beat every single Monday. We're going to be calling it Monday Night Rebel.
Hey.
Other than that, look out. Be on the look. The interview that I did with Roundtable Podcast is out. Shout outs to Priya. Really dope interview. That's going to be on my YouTube that I'm going to be promoting as well. Other than that, I'm good.
And also throw in the fact that the season 2, episode 1 of Yano's World Podcast with Black Up the Rebel will be coming out soon as well.
Oh yeah, that too.
But as always, at Make the Call. But I always say, do not follow me. Follow the podcast. Bell, the number 2 Bell Podcast on Instagram. That's how you link not only from our YouTube, where all our episodes are, but also our Blue Sky, our Twitch channel, which we do our pre and post shows, and all of our other social medias. Also on there, bell2bell.biz is our website. Make sure you follow the website. Where all our announcements are going to be dropping there, including the flyer dropping soon of Get Big Silly being on the show. I'm so hyped, bro. I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped.
Motherfucker salivating.
Yo, I cannot wait. Yes, if you saw my Instagram story, I kind of already dropped the news, but I can't wait. But There's a lot more other things for Bell to Bell podcast coming soon. But until then, good sir, how do we close up this show?
I don't know. I mean, I think this has been Bell to Bell. Yeah. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Oh, go ahead.
I think we got some new subscribers. Shout out to all you guys that's getting us to 100 subscribers on YouTube.
Almost there.
We're gonna slow it down. We're gonna do things a little bit easier for y'all to understand and gravitate towards.
Okay.
Let me see. I'm bad at math. I'm so sorry. It's one letter. No, that's not right. What do you gotta do? Carry the one.
Carry the one.
You round up.
Round
right?
up. Yep.
Okay. Here we go. All right. So 4 letters, 1 word. Bell.
Don't miss, man. Don't miss. I love this.
I got even crazier.